I've found some of my favorite teachers here.
I do feel definitely supported as a student here at NICC.
Being full-time employed, what I was really looking for in needing was that flexibility.
I just kind of wanted something general that I could go anywhere with it.
NICC always greeted me, encouraged me, and always welcomed me.
NICC really has a family feel to it.
And so I really like to watch the students kind of transform over their time here at the college.
I think the goal of community colleges is really to be the college of the community. So we get a lot of different students that come here, all with different kind of pathways.
Our students can be here for 1, 2 years or maybe more. And so what that means is that we have a new student body coming through. And so those needs and those interests are constantly changing.
This is really a safe place for them to start, close to home. So we're ultimately looking at helping them really fine-tune what their needs are for where they may end up down the road.
It's very unique. It's different than a lot of other colleges because it's smaller, but it's not too small.
We have a brand new building. We have a really nice atrium where students hang out for lunch and activities.
We do have college suites right out here at the Peosta campus and some housing in Kelmar as well.
The teachers are great. They're very interactive. They do everything they can to try to help you get through it and do your best and strive to get through the program.
We kind of are working backwards with the requirements and helping students check the boxes for their associate's degree here, as well as meeting the general education requirements of wherever they're going.
It's really nice that NICC works with whatever college you want to transfer to make sure that everything transfers in really smoothly.
I enrolled in the remote education through NICC, so it really did allow me to continue moving at the pace that my life was going while pursuing my education and my degree.
We accept a lot of students based on their previous education, and our goal is to really give you the skills that you need to be successful.
I think a lot of times people think, oh, you just come to college, you do your coursework, and you leave. And here at NICC, I am proud to say that we have lots of opportunities for students to get involved outside the classroom. Whether that's athletics, esports, or impact, or leadership opportunities, or intramurals, we know that if students are connected and feel part of our community, we know that they're more likely to be successful because they'll be part of something, not just going to class and leaving. We want them to be part of a bigger part of the NICC community.
I don't care. Go Cougars!
All right, we're going to go ahead and kick off our orientation. We're excited that you're here, and to welcome you this afternoon is our college president, Dave Doms.
Thank you. There we go. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to NICC. It is a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for coming to the orientation this afternoon. There's a lot of great information and things that we want to share with you, so we really appreciate you being here. I realize and we realize you had choices. There's a lot of fine institutions out there, but we are so elated and so happy that you chose us. We're here to give you top-notch education and excellent support services through your career here at NICC. Any questions you have, you can ask any of us, and we'll get you in the right direction if we can handle your questions. So thank you very much for choosing NICC. So just a shout out, what programs are we looking at today? Pardon me?
Elementary education.
Elementary ed. Anybody else? LPN. Okay. Administration. Wonderful. How many from out of state? 1, 2, 3. Great. Wonderful. So again, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to have you here today. Thank you for coming to NICC and being a part of our educational process. And then now I'll turn it over to Vice President Amy Gaffney.
Hello, welcome. Again, you're going to hear that a lot today because we really are tickled that you're here. I am Amy Gaffney, the Vice President of Student Services, and that means a lot of things. So I've been in higher ed for a really long time, and you're going to hear a lot of stuff thrown at you today. Here's the number one thing you need to know. You can forget all the specifics because what he just ended with, when you have a question, ask it. We do this for a living, you don't. So please, don't be shy. Make sure that you reach out, ask your questions. This is your experience. And we have tools in place to support you. Let us know. Raise your hand. We will point you in the right direction. We have a litany. You're going to hear about so many different ways that we can support you through your education. We want to make you be able to be the best student you can be, so let us help you do that. That's your number one job. Be the best student you can be, and let us help you do that. So welcome, glad you're here. Thank you for choosing NICC, and we look forward to helping you on your journey. Today, our orientation is about that, getting you the foundation to launch your education career with us and be successful. So thank you.
All right, well, my name is Kara Popp, and I am the Director of Student Life, so I am thrilled to see you here. That means that we have energy back on campus. It's nice to have the halls filled and the classrooms filled and have you at all the different activities taking place outside the classroom. So I want to share a little bit about what's going to be happening today, but before I do that, I do want to share some of the Student Life Ambassadors that will be around today that are going to be able to help you with your experience today as well. So I'm going to have Chloe go ahead and kick it off. She has a microphone over there. She's going to introduce herself, and then a couple of them are still upstairs letting people find their way down here, but Emily, if you want to pop up here too, go ahead.
Hi everybody, welcome to NICC. I'm a Student Life Ambassador and my name is Chloe, so if you have any questions, you can come to me. My program, I am in pre-nursing right now. This fall I will go into nursing.
My name's Emily. This is my first year here as a Rad Tech student and a Student Life Ambassador.
I'm Grace Cooksley. This is my first year as Student Life Ambassador. I'm in the Ag Business and Animal Science program.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Shannon Dirks. I'm the Assistant Director of Student Life. You probably won't see a ton of me down here because I'm up in the Calmer campus, but I am also here in the nice blue shirts to help assist you today with any questions.
Wonderful. We have two other students that are roaming around. We have Ellie, who is also a radiology student, and Ryan, who is in graphic design. So if you see any of us with our long sleeve blue shirts on, our goal is to help you get that checklist done this afternoon and make sure that you're ready to go when classes start. All right, so next I'm going to talk a little bit about the agenda. If you guys want to go ahead and have a seat. We're going to be in this room till about 2:15 or so. And what we're going to be doing, as Amy had alluded to, is that we have our NICC staff here, and they are going to share what they do, how they do it, and how they can help you be successful as a student here at NICC. So we're going to kind of walk through all those different departments, get those questions answered. And then at about 2:15, we will go ahead and send you with some faculty to our breakout sessions where you'll have an opportunity to visit with your faculty to learn a little bit more about your program and what you can expect as we begin classes on Monday, okay? So that'll be a nice opportunity to kind of have a roundtable discussion, maybe even get to know some of your other classmates that you might see in classes next week as well, okay? So that's going to be exciting. And then after that, your faculty will go ahead and bring you back down here to the lobby. And as you saw when you checked in today, we have lots of different resource tables set out. So the people that are presenting today have a table out there as well. And so after you come back from your breakout session, you'll be able to stop by those tables and work on this checklist that you received at the check-in table, okay? So we would like you to spend your afternoon, when you come back from that breakout session, working on this checklist and getting everything you can get done today checked off on this list. Okay, so that includes getting your student ID, helping, these Student Life Ambassadors can help you find your classes, answer any questions, pick up all this free swag at the different resource tables. We want to make sure you're ready to rock and roll, like I said, next week. So keep this handy. You should have received a pen on your way in as well. If not, we got lots of extra pens, so make sure you grab one of these. I don't know about you, but I love being able to check off things and be like, yes, only got one to go, right? So let us know how we can help you get this done before you leave this afternoon. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to kick it off with our advising department. And They will share a little bit about who they are and how they can assist you.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm Joni Knop. This is our part of our advising team from Student Services upstairs. All of our students have required advising for every registration period. So everybody at least starts in Student Services, even if you are assigned to a faculty advisor or become part of TRIO where your advising happens. So we'll let everybody on our team introduce themselves, and then I'll go over what we can do for you.
Good afternoon. My name is Amanda McDermott. I'm going to use my teacher voice. I am the transfer advisor, so I work with those students that are getting an AA or an AS and looking to go on to a four-year college. And I also specialize in paralegal and criminal justice.
I'm April Vossen, and I advise in our health sciences.
Good afternoon. I am Lynn Besler, and I also advise in the health, allied health areas, nursing, and some industrial tech programs as well.
And my name is Chris Entringer, and I advise in industrial tech programs, so diesel, CNC, HVAC, engineering technology, industrial maintenance, apprenticeship programs, and I also do career services, and I'm going to talk to you about career services in a little bit later session here. So.
Karen Jubeck is also part of our team, and she is meeting with a student right now. So my name is Joni Knop, and I work with transfer students. I also work on that career services team with the transfer table visits, as well as coordinating those kind of opportunities for students to connect with any of those where you're planning to transfer to. So overall, we have, as it says on the slide, 84 years of experience between us in student services. So we've been here a while, and we're here to help you. Ways that we can help you, like I said, you will meet with one of us to get registered, which is how you got here today. But then you will connect with us for each registration period or with your assigned advisor, should it be a faculty advisor. We also help with that planning piece, as well as adding and dropping whenever that is appropriate. And then ultimately promoting your academic success by making sure that we're here to support you with any questions or concerns. Offering that guidance and support. As Amy said, we can't help you if we don't know you have questions. There are no dumb questions. You've not had to navigate this before. We also help with connecting you with those college resources, tutoring, accessibility services. And ultimately, we're keeping you on track for graduation, making sure that you're meeting those requirements, whether you're also heading out to the workforce when you're finished or whether you're transferring on and continuing your education somewhere else. Come see us afterwards, grab this tried and true tips. That will be your guide. Go to class, communicate with faculty, some of those kinds of things. But thank you for being here. We look forward to chatting with you outside. Thank you.
And next up, we have our TRIO department.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Kristen Harrington, and I am the academic coordinator for our TRIO program on campus. You could take a look up here. Here's our 4 awesome staff members that are up in the office ready and waiting to work with you. Basically, overall, just give you kind of the cliff notes. We're a government-funded program whose sole mission and purpose is to work with students and help you and support you with anything that you can imagine that you might need help with. We can help you with like financial aid. We can help you complete a FAFSA. We can help you, let's say once you get your financial aid and then you're not sure what the next step is, you can stop in. If you have a problem with a book that you ordered, or you just need to talk, you need to vent, you had a tough class, you had a tough test, things like that. We're here for you and we want to help you, and that's our sole mission. Okay, so we offer a gamut of services. We do academic advising, we do career advising. We mostly work with students who are interested on transferring after their time here. So we can help you find a school that's a good fit for you to transfer to. We do transfer visits, so we visit about 6 schools each semester. We visit Clark University, Loras, UD, the main ones around here. We also visit UNI, University of Iowa, Iowa State, and you can just kind of have an interest and think, is that a school that might be a good fit for me? And so we offer all kinds of services that can help you make the best decision for your next steps in your academic future and your goals. There is an application process to apply, but it's really easy. There's 3 ways that you can qualify to be in our TRIO program. And basically, in a nutshell, the first one is if you are income eligible, so if you meet certain income guidelines. The other one is if you're a first-generation student. And all that means is that your parents or whoever you grew up with, your guardians, if they didn't graduate with a 4-year degree, then you're considered a first-generation student and you're eligible for our program. And then the other guideline is if you have some sort of disability, and that can be anything ranging from ADHD, anxiety, depression, PTSD, down to a physical disability of some sort. If you're not sure that if you qualify or not, just come and see us. We have a table out here. We also have an office upstairs, and we're more than willing to kind of walk you through and see if you're eligible. If you are eligible or not, you can just apply and we can kind of walk you through that. But the application process is very simple. You fill out an application, we contact you, I get to meet with you and just kind of chat with you and see what your academic goals are and your life goals and stuff. And then we kind of tailor the services and stuff that you're interested in moving forward. So there's all kinds of services available to you, and then you just choose the ones that you want to do. I do have to say really quick that I just got back yesterday. Part of our job as a TRIO group is that we do cultural events, and yesterday we just got back from a trip to Florida. We went to Disney. It doesn't happen every year, but it was a fun trip that we got to take 16 of our TRIO students on, and it was just a wonderful experience for everybody that was involved. So we like to have a lot of fun, and most importantly, we like to help our students. So stop by and see me at the table, and we can chat more.
Kristen just had to rub that in, that she was in sunny Florida. And Chloe, one of our student life ambassadors, was a student that was able to go on that trip. So she'd be happy to fill you in on how awesome the trip was. I heard about it yesterday on our way up to Kalmar. So thank you very much, Kristen. Great program, and make sure you check that out. It might be a good fit for you. Next, we have our counseling services, and Eric Anderson is going to share a little bit about what he does.
Good afternoon. My name is Eric Anderson. I am a licensed mental health counselor. We provide free counseling services. That means no insurance, no payment, no nothing to all of our enrolled students. That would include, we're basically therapists. We have a counselor on both campuses. I am here for Dubuque and Peosta. Randy, my cohort, is up in Kalmar. We meet with people online. We meet on Zoom. We'll do phone calls. Can't really do text therapy. That's a whole nother thing. We're not there yet. It will happen someday, so it will happen. Long story short, we're a resource that's underused here on campus by students. If you guys know anything about the mental health world right now, it's hard to get in, and we could be busier. So come see us if you're getting stressed out. I do a lot of work with folks who are getting stressed, overwhelmed, motivation going down. About 6 weeks in, I'll see a big spike in people. You're welcome to just stop in. You're welcome to shoot me an email. I have my table out here. I've got all sorts of little handouts and stuff. I also have some great resources just for some of the local and federal level prevention numbers. I also have candy and stickers, so stop on in. Biggest thing I work on with folks anymore has been anxiety and relationship issues. I would have thought out of a pandemic it'd be depression, but no. So that's a big chunk of what I do with folks right now. And then a lot of really simple stuff like, how many of you guys get enough sleep? Yeah, one maybe, yeah, right, okay, yeah. Eating and sleeping, one of the most simple things we do every day. It's the first thing we sacrifice when we get busy, stressed, and overwhelmed. So simple stuff can go a long way. So come see us if you're getting stressed out. I tell people come see me before you quit. So thank you, folks.
And I'm not sure if Eric mentioned it, maybe he did, but I just want to reiterate, the services are free. Those are your student fees, that's your tuition at work. So make sure you do know that it's not going to cost anything. It's a great service, okay? So next we have accessibility services and testing, and Jen is going to share a little bit about what she does.
Hello, I am Jennifer Wood. I am the Director of Accessibility Services, and I'm located here at the Peosta campus. You can see my teammate counterpart up in Kalmar's also named Jen, so we have Team Jen squared. What we do in our department is we work with students who have disabilities. So students that maybe had IEPs or 504s in high school, or they are under the care of a physician. Students that need accommodations in their classes because of those disabilities can come through our offices, or through our office, and we will work with those students to get an accommodation plan in place to just have that extra support in the classroom. At the resource table out there, there are 3 items. One is a little flyer. It has on it the QR codes that link to our application. There is a quick little application, takes about 5 minutes to fill out, that students need to fill out to get enrolled in our services. The other piece that we need is documentation of disability. Another, the forms that are out there is a provider form that you can take to your physician and have them fill that out. That can act as the documentation of disability, or a copy of that IEP or 504 from high school. We can utilize that as well. And then you meet with us, we kind of discuss what accommodations are appropriate, and then move forward. The third item that's out there is a handy little tool. It explains the differences in accommodations between high school and college, because there is a pretty big difference. High school can offer a lot more things as far as modifications go. In college, that is not something that we can do. We have different laws that kind of govern the type of supports that we're allowed, but that's a good reference. My office is upstairs on the back side of the Learning Center, so you can pick up materials at the resource table, but if you want to come and talk to me, ask questions, discuss your needs, I'll be located in my office. Okay? Thanks.
And next, we're going to hear from Rose in the Learning Center.
Hello and welcome to everybody. I might attempt to use my teacher voice as well. Can you hear me in the back? Okay? Use the mic. Okay, use the microphone. So again, my name is Rose. I'm one of the tutors in the Learning Center, and our services too are free. We also have snacks, which I know that there are some of those out there. So we're a place truly that does want to work with you, that does want to help you succeed. We have tutors in math and the sciences. I work specifically in study skills, so things like, how am I going to manage my time when I've got so much on my plate and I really want to do well here and move on? Those are some of the things that I would work with. So come and see us. You can make an appointment, or you can just walk on in. We also have services online. Yeah, and the current people that are working there are listed up there on the slide very nicely. Sometimes we can have 4 people going at the same time and just sort of bounce from one person to the other. We do work individually, and we also do work in groups. So we'll have group tutoring sessions. And again, it is for success. So we have students that come to us that want A+. So we just encourage you to come early and see us, and you don't even have to meet with us. You can just come up there and study. We do have computers there. We have some quiet spaces where you can just be. So that's the scoop on us. I won't be down here. There is some more information at our resource table. I will be up in the Learning Center right next door to Jen. So you can come up and visit us there and learn more about the Learning Center. So thank you.
All right, and Victor's going to make his way over here. Just a little question to see. I know Grace has some prizes over there. So my question is, who came the furthest today? Anybody? Raise your hand if you came 30 minutes away. Keep them up if you came 45. 60? All right, got one hand left. How far did you come this afternoon? Hour and 30. All right, Grace is going to give you a hat. And where are you from? Okay. So you came on Highway 20 this afternoon? Yeah. Well, at least the weather was good. So, hey, and you won yourself a hat for coming, all the way from the west there. All right, we'll turn it over to Victor.
Thank you very much, Karen. It's a pleasure to talk with you today. My name is Victor Lieberman. I'm the Director of Learning Resources here at the college. So I oversee the libraries here at Peosta campus and the Kalmar campus. And we provide library services to students all over the district. So you might be usually using one of the centers, maybe Manchester, probably ones around here, or in Dubuque, the city of Dubuque. So if you need library services, we're available to you. You also may be using our website. You see the URL there at the top. I was thinking as I was putting this slide together of what I could tell you about library services in the 180 seconds that I was given to talk to you today about the library, about our services and resources, and the answer I arrived at was not a whole heck of a lot. So I tried to put together a slide that included some important facts about libraries and some graphic presentations about why you should go to the library and where to find us at the bottom, and both in the campus building and the URL. Whether you're coming to the library to check out our resources, improve your reading skills, or just use any of our services, anytime the library is open, there is someone there to help you. We staff that service desk during the week, Monday through Thursdays, from 7 in the morning until 8 at night often. So I hope that we see you there. When I gave this presentation before, I said, I'll just remember all the things that I want to tell them in the 180 seconds. And I was so glad that, Shannon was there to say, oh, Victor, you should, I should tell this about the library and that about the library, because I didn't say anything. So I wrote them down this time. But if one of the things that we might see a lot of you doing, if you need ID cards, we give ID cards and clinical badges. We do those at the library. So we might see you up there for that either today, but any time that the library is open and you're here on campus, you can get those badges and IDs. You can also fill out forms online. Another very popular thing in the library, we have a lot of study rooms that are super popular with students. That is, doors that you can close so that you can have a little bit of privacy and peace and quiet while you're studying or maybe collaborating with a group. We have a lot of computers in the library. We also have a lot of collections, digital collections and print collections that will help you if you have projects or assignments. And if you're overwhelmed, it's not a big library, but if you're not used to college libraries, then you might say, well, where do I find stuff and how do I use these dozens of databases for finding resources? We're very glad to help you. Please ask, and someone will assist you. We'll assist you in person. We'll assist you over the phone. We have chat reference. We have email. So I hope that we'll have a chance to meet with you more, and I hope that you do better than the dinosaurs. Okay. So nice talking to you today. Thanks a lot.
Victor, one thing that you forgot, especially this time of year, there is a fireplace in the lobby, or the library. So, on a cold day, if you want to do some studying and sit in front of the fireplace, it's a great place to do some studying and just to hang out with your other fellow students and do some studying right there. So I'm going to have Chloe come over. She's got a fun little trivia question for you.
So here at NICC, we have a mascot, obviously a cougar, and we have a question, what is his name? So we have A, we have Chance, B, Chester, C, Cody, or D, Chase? Right there? D, Chase? That is correct.
You guys got it. Chase the cougar. You might see him roaming around campus, so super exciting as we kick off some further enhancements of our athletic program in the fall. So you'll probably see Chase around more, and you can say hi, Chase, now that you know his name, right? All right. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. And we have the NICC help desk. And I'm not sure if Ezra's down here, and if not, I'll just go ahead and take this one myself. So sometimes you might be in a pinch, right? And you might need to, oh, come on over, Ezra. He's hiding in the back. He's much more qualified to answer this than me, so it worked out perfect. Thank you, Karen. You're welcome.
Okay, so hi, my name's Ezra. I am one of the help desk members here on campus in Peosta, one of the two. The other person you might run into is Eric. He'll be at the front desk more than I will normally. But I am with the support service technician team here on campus. We have our office over in 113 just outside of the cafeteria. We're open Monday through Thursday, 7 to 5. And then we're open from Friday, 8 to 4:30. Whenever you call us at our extension at 555, I'm one of the 4 you'll normally get. You can also reach out to us at our email at the helpdesk@nicc.edu account. And those will just create a ticket for you, and then we can help you with it, whatever issues you may have. Like I said, we're over in room 113. We also have an office down in Dubuque, if that's closer for you. Say you live in Dubuque and you want to, bring a device in to have us help you with something. You can also help or get help there as well. One second. So just a couple reasons for things to contact the help desk. Big thing at the start of the semester is if you're having issues logging into your account, whether it be username or password, we can help you with that. Problems with printing, that's another big thing. Our printing system, if you have issues with that, we can help you. Issues with Zoom classes or anything Google or Microsoft 365 related, whether it be Word, PowerPoint, and stuff like that. If you're unsure whether your question falls under our scope of the help desk, you can call us really no matter what. We'll get you pointed in the right direction, whether or not it does follow or fall under us. So don't worry too much about whether it's something we would cover. We'll get you pointed to the right area. A couple important things to keep in mind. We do have our college acceptable use policy that just governs our respecting NICC equipment and your fellow users that are also on campus using the same devices. And then also, for students that will be purchasing devices, whether it be laptops, tablets, things like that, just check your syllabus for those computer requirements before you purchase. If you do have any questions regarding recommendations or just really anything about purchasing and where to purchase from, that's something we can also give you recommendations for, so you can reach out to us again at that extension 555, and we can give you really any sort of tips, places to buy, things to look for, and a good device to choose. So yeah, we're, like I said, open from 7 to 5, and we do also have on-call hours out to about 7 p.m. most days. So. We did also just roll out a new whole look for the My Campus page as well. So with the new My Campus look, if you've ever used My Campus before, it will look quite a bit different. It is quite a more modern look, I'd say. Maybe a little different in retrospect of everything, but it is nice and new, so we are working out some issues with it still. And we're also still adding quite a bit to it, so you'll see some updates coming out over the next year or so, just with different changes, adding things, updating everything. If you're having issues with functionality, that's another thing where you can contact us at the extension of 555 for the help desk, and we can help you with that. When in doubt, if you can't find something, just use the search bar. It'll get you right where you're needing to go. And then over the next little bit, we'll also have those updates coming out. Things like real-time grades, your class schedule, and even just anything else we'll be adding to it as well. We will also be having an app for My Campus, which will be nice. It's not out yet, so keep your eyes on the Play Store, App Store, whichever one you use. And I'm sure once it does come out, we'll have a News Hub announcement for that. So we'll eventually have a actual app for My Campus, which will be really great. But yeah, if you have any questions on My Campus or its functionality, just let us know at the help desk, and we can always help.
Yeah, that My Campus app is going to be awesome. So Student Life will make sure that you know about it, because that's where you're going to find all the great events that we have going on, and just a great landing place for self-service for students and you name it. It's going to be a great site. It's interactive, so a lot of you probably use social media and different platforms. You're going to love it because you're going to be able to have those discussion boards and connect with students right here, your fellow students here at NICC. So exciting, and you'll see that kind of really come to life here as we kick off the school year. So I'm going to turn it over to MJ to talk a little bit about Brightspace.
Hi, everybody. My name is MJ Dashalet. I'm the Executive Director of Instructional Innovation and Design. If you hear the words DID team, that's my department. So if somebody says, go find the DID team and talk to them, they can help you with that. That's my team. So in Peosta, where to find them is in the cafeteria where you take your trays when you're done. There's a little hallway along that side to the right. If you go all the way to the back, the door, and you go through, the first, second, and fourth offices there, you're going to find a DID team member. And different days, everybody kind of comes to campus on a different day, so within one of those rooms you should find somebody. But the best way to get a hold of us is to send an email to online@nicc.edu, and we will get back to you. Even if you send something at night or on the weekends, we have team members that are checking stuff. So if you want us to give you a call back, make sure you just kind of toss your phone number in there so we can get back a hold of you. So basically, Brightspace is the learning management system. Has everybody been on Brightspace? Have you know how to use it? How many of you have the Pulse app downloaded on your phones? If you want, while I'm chatting, and you go to your phone and your app stores, look for that. It's the Pulse, like your Pulse, take a Pulse app. You'll be able to do most things on your phone, especially like viewing content, taking quizzes, doing discussion posts, things like that. So it's a valuable tool. Notifications and things can be set on there to be notified if something has been posted or if something has been graded and that kind of stuff. So I highly recommend that to help you with things. The one thing it will not do is if you're in a class like math or science that has a textbook external learning tool, it doesn't work to like link to those assignments. It's just the things that are within Brightspace. So you'll still need to use your computer for accessing a lot of those assignments. On each of the Brightspace pages, there is a chat bot. Full disclosure, it's AI, but he's way smarter than us sometimes. So I would go on there if you guys have any questions and ask. And we have a lot of stuff in there just about simple things too about the college. But if you need some immediate feedback, otherwise, like I said, send that email to online and we can help you. So if you're stressing, like you're supposed to take a quiz and it's not open, we have the ability to get a hold of instructors and things like that to help you out and can kind of go through and see if there's something, a setting that's just wrong in Brightspace. So don't sit and stress for 3 hours. Please make sure you ask. I'm not sure who said it earlier, but everybody at the college just really wants you to succeed, but we can't help you if you don't ask us. So the Brightspace toolbox is there for you. Some teachers might require you to complete something and show that. I just kind of highly recommend you go through it. You get badges and things like that for completing it, and it just helps you get a better understanding of the LMS. And again, if we can download the Pulse app, that really will help you in getting things completed and just keeping track of when things are due. Any other questions? And I'm not out here, but for the rest, like today and then next week, we'll have a staff member in the cafeteria kind of sitting in the back. You'll see a Brightspace assistants. You can come find us. If you have any problems finding your textbooks or linking your like the external learning tools, like if you're using Connect or something from Pearson or Cengage, we can help you with that if you're struggling. Please note the classes that open, and several are going to open up tomorrow. They open 3 days prior. Some are already open. You need to wait till you can get into the LMS to link those external learning tools. So you can't go to Pearson or McGraw Hill's website right now and sign up and get into your classes. You have to wait till you can go through the LMS. So that's just kind of a hint on that too. But we're definitely here to help you. Again, shoot that email, even if you're like, what was that number? What's this, that? Just remember online, send it just kind of like the help desk said. We'll get you to where you need to be. So we just want to be very helpful and make sure that you guys aren't stressing about things. Thanks.
Thanks, MJ. All right, next we have Michelle. You know, she's from the finance office, so she's going to talk money. The most exciting, yep.
All right, like she said, my name is Michelle Bunberg. I'm the Director of Financial Operations. I'm housed in the Calmer campus. So I'm here to talk about your tuition and when your tuition's due and how to pay your tuition. So here in Peosta, you will visit the Cougar store actually, so the bookstore, the clothing store, and Katie will be able to help you and take your payments and give you receipts for all your payments and answer some questions on that. And in Calmer, you can also call our Calmer rep and we can take payments over the phone if you wanted to go that route. You can also email us at studentaccounts@nicc.edu and we will be happy to reach out and answer any questions that you might have. Tuition is always due the week before the start of the semester, so tuition was due Monday. So if you still have questions on your tuition or still need to make a payment, we can help you with that today and answer any of those questions. We do offer payment plans for students that may not have enough financial aid or need another way of paying over an extended period of time. We do offer payment plans, and that's through a company called Nelnet. So it's a third-party servicer that we use for that. We also ask students to sign a student financial responsibility agreement. It's an agreement that you will notice on your self-service pop up, and we'll send you some emails on it. It's an agreement stating your obligation to pay for enrolling in courses at NICC. It's an agreement that you'll have to read through to sign just one time while you're here at NICC. Again, like I said, tuition is due a week before the start of the semester. I will talk a little bit more about bank mobile refunds after my friends in financial aid discuss the financial aid aspect of this.
Next slide, please. So we're all talking about money here. So when she gets the PowerPoint back up, I'll just improvise for now. So how many of you here have heard of a FAFSA before? Free application for federal student aid. All right. My homework assignment is make sure everybody does one for this year. And then each year that you're going to be in school, you want to do a FAFSA because you don't know what you're eligible for financial aid on how to pay tuition when tuition's due unless you do a FAFSA. So a FAFSA determines federal financial aid, state financial aid. So if you're a state of a resident from the state of Iowa, you may be eligible for grants and scholarships that you don't even know are out there. So there's a lot of good opportunities. And you also want to submit a scholarship application for NICC because we give out a lot of scholarships as well. So first of all, now we have the slide back up, I'll introduce myself. I'm Randy Moshik. I am the Financial Aid Director. I am housed on the Calmer campus, but I do come down to Peosta occasionally. I do want to introduce you to the Assistant Director here.
My name is Dawn Fleming. I am the Assistant Director of Financial Aid. The other part that I do is our veteran services. So if you are a veteran, a current service member, or the child of a veteran, there's possibility that you could get VA benefits to help cover some of those costs, all the costs, or even a scholarship we have available that helps cover your first year while you're at NICC. So any of those questions can come right to me, or again, financial aid as well.
One other person I want to point out is, she's shy back there. Yes. So you saw her on the advising slide, but she can help you out with any other financial aid assistance. We've got a whole staff up there that can really help you. On the Calmer campus too, if you call the 2700 extension or if you email the financial aid at nicc.edu email, if you have a question, just shoot us an email. Pick up the phone, call us, or stop in and talk to one of our staff members, and we can help you. Because financial aid is scary. A lot of people don't do the FAFSA because they're scared of it, or they don't think they're going to be eligible for financial aid. But that's kind of a myth. There is a lot of financial aid that just doesn't go used by students because they don't take the necessary steps. So I highly encourage you to fill out the FAFSA. The top screenshot is a screenshot of our website. So there's all kinds of help on our URL at nicc.edu/financial aid. This screenshot here is of self-service. So hopefully you've all been in self-service to view something, either to view your financial aid offer, look at your classes, to view your student account summary for what your tuition is going to be for the year, and then how much maybe financial aid is applied to that. So a fun fact, about 80% of our students, over 1,700 last year, $7.3 million in financial aid. It's a lot of money out there. Each of you have a different financial situation, so that's why I highly encourage you to come talk to us. I know a lot of the people that have been talking today said to ask for help. Make sure you come in and ask for help. We can help you find the necessary means to pay for your college, okay? The FAFSA is done online. It does give you access to different types of financial aid, grants and scholarships, obviously the best kind because they're free. But another part of that is student loans. So student loan is considered financial aid. You determine your eligibility through the FAFSA, and we can help you with that because we don't want you to just take out a loan and not think about it, because it is money that you do have to pay back with interest, and there are regulations that go along with that. So, but we can help you, guide you through that, what your payments are going to be, when you have to start paying those back, those types of things. You can view all of that in self-service. Next on that bullet point is financial aid disbursement. So that's a little confusing, is how you have access to your financial aid. So if you are getting financial aid, even scholarships that come in maybe from your high school or outside organizations, that first goes to your tuition and fees. Your tuition and fees have to be paid first. Anything over and above that, so if you have student loans or other things that come in, that's going to be dispersed to you as a financial aid refund. However, those refunds don't start till about 30 days into the semester. So if you're paying rent, gas, other expenses, you have to budget for that. We can help you. We can help you when you should plan, or how you should plan for that, and when you would expect to receive some of those items. And how you get that disbursement, I'm going to hand it back to Michelle.
Yes, so this is where Bank Mobile comes into play. So we use a company called Bank Mobile to process our financial aid refunds, or any refunds. So after you register, you probably got an email from a company called Bank Mobile. It is legit, and it would have a PIN number in there for you to set up a preference on how to receive those funds. So Bank Mobile is a bank, so it does allow you to set up an account with them. But we also urge students, if you already have an account set up at a different bank, you can have your refund directly deposited into that bank. You just have to set that preference up with Bank Mobile. So if you don't remember seeing that email, let us know. We can get you another email sent. We can get you the code so you can get that preference set up. We encourage all students to set up a preference, whether you're expecting a refund or not, because you never know if you'll receive a scholarship later in the semester or some sort of money later in the semester that would prompt a refund. It's good to have that already set up so it doesn't delay you receiving those funds.
That is a great point, because it never fails. We have students, once the semester are over, their refund is just sitting out there. If you don't select one, a check gets mailed. A lot of times people think it's junk mail. They throw it in the garbage, or if it goes to your parents' house or something and it gets misplaced. We have lots of students that don't ever use it, and that's free money. We then would have to reduce that, and you never get it. So make sure you set up your Bank Mobile. So, and if you have questions, ask us. We can help you with that. Ordering textbooks, what's great is you can use your excess financial aid to order your textbooks. So through the online bookstore, or you can go into the Cougar store. If you have additional financial aid, you can charge against that financial aid. So that's a great resource. You can use it for other items in the Cougar store as well. So the last thing, just ongoing eligibility. So you file a FAFSA, and it's good for the full academic year. So if you're starting new this spring, you'll have it available for spring and summer, depending on the type of financial aid. For next fall, fall of 25, you'll need to fill out a new FAFSA, and that's the 25-26 FAFSA. That is available already right now. I recommend you fill it out right now because there are some deadlines for that. While it's top of mind, get it done because you're going to probably forget as the semester goes on and you get really busy with your classes and clinicals and activities like that. So just do the 25-26 FAFSA right now because for some of those scholarships, the state scholarships, there is usually a deadline in July. However, there is good news. So if you haven't done a FAFSA yet for this year and you're in a last dollar scholarship eligible program, you can still file the FAFSA for this current year. So for spring and summer, if you're in any of the 35 programs that we have, you may qualify for some free money through the state of Iowa to help pay your tuition. So if you haven't done this year's FAFSA, come see us out at the resource table, and we can see if you're in one of those eligible programs and whether you would be eligible to receive that or not. But each semester, then you just have to maintain that eligibility. So we will look at your grades and your completion rate. If you've withdrawn from classes, that can impact your financial aid negatively. So make sure you talk to us. Talk to your advisors. Talk to us. Talk to the counselor. If you're thinking about dropping a course, it's going to impact you financially and academically. So talk to somebody about it. Don't just walk away from that class. That's one takeaway. And go to class. That last thing, attendance. You do have to be engaged in your class in order to receive that financial aid. So log in right away if you got an online class. Go to class and engage in that. Any questions? Anything I forgot? All right, thank you.
And the nice thing is this team will be out in the lobby as well at the resource table. And so I do encourage everybody just to stop by, make sure that you got your bills paid, see if you filled out your FAFSA. If you have any questions, they're a great team that can help you answer those questions. One last thing I want to mention is that student employment. We do have on-campus jobs. And so if you have not filled out the FAFSA, that's another reason to fill it out as well, right? Fill out that FAFSA and we can see if we can have if we have a campus job that you might qualify as well. So that could even just be in Chase, the mascot, right? We're looking for somebody to be our mascot. Anybody, want to be Chase for the spring semester, let us know. But you can just go to the website or My Campus, type in student employment, and then you'll go ahead and you'll be able to see some of the different jobs that we might have available that you might be interested in applying for, okay? So something to consider as well. Plus, if you work on campus, you don't have to waste gas, right? You have a break in between classes, you can work for a couple hours. That's, a perk of being a student life ambassador in my office, that these students can, work in between classes and kind of be the face and the voice of the student body and then jump right back into their role as a student. So. All right, let's turn it over to Carla.
Well, are we on information overload yet? we're throwing a lot of stuff at you. But 3 things, if you don't remember anything today. I've got 3 tips that I don't have on my slide. 1, check your NICC email. Be diligent about checking that often. Many times when you get correspondence from any of us at NICC here, it's going to be through your NICC email. So please be diligent about checking your NICC email. 2, get to know and remember your ID number. You'll get your ID cards today, but if you come into our offices, that's one of the first things that we're going to ask you. Well, can we get your ID number, please, so we know who we're helping and working with you. So remember that ID number. 3rd, and Randy kind of alluded to this, attend your classes. I deal the first couple weeks with students who are reported as not attending by their instructors, and I don't want to have to be calling you guys to say, hey, you were reported as not attending. Log into those classes, go to classes, and let your teachers know that you will be attending, because as Randy said, that can ultimately affect your financial aid as well. So my name is Carla Winter. I am the registrar here. I am housed in Kelmer, but I am the registrar for the district. 2 of the things I wanted to kind of highlight today, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, or FERPA as we call it. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it was a law, a federal law enacted in 1974 to protect your rights as a student in your student records. So, mom or dad or your significant other just can't call and ask things about you or your classes or anything here unless you specifically give the release to do that. And there is a form in the eTrieve documents in the eTrieve library that you can complete if you want anybody else besides yourself to have access to your records. So there's a lot more information at that link there on our website about FERPA as well. Our office also deals with transcript requests, so once you get to the end of your journey here and are ready to either transfer on or you need that official transcript, the link there is there to request official transcript as well. And I'm also help coordinate graduation. I hope we see all of you in a year or two or whatever your journey ends here, walk across that stage. Graduation is the culmination of hopefully a great experience here that you will have at NICC, and we hope to all see you walk across that stage and get those diplomas. Fun fact, we send out over 4,000 transcript requests every year too, so our office is really busy doing that. But again, thank you, and remember those 3 tips I told you, and I hope you have a great journey here at NICC with us.
All right, and next we have Chris, and he comes bearing some treats, so you're going to like his presentation.
Oops, there. All right, hi everybody. Yeah, my name is Chris Entringer. I'm Career Services Manager. I'm located up in Student Services upstairs, and on my slide, I just have ways to connect. Certainly make an appointment, contact Student Services. Also, we can set up Zoom or face-to-face meetings. I do a lot of one-on-one appointments. And then the Career Services email address is right there. So if you have questions, reach out to that email. And then if you search career in my campus, you'll find the Career Services website. So that's right there too. So that's how to connect with us on campus. And I have a couple things to talk about. One, I know a lot of the departments have coming up here talking about, if you have questions, ask, right? So I'll add to that, connect early. So especially with career planning, if you're questions about your program you're in, or if you're still deciding on your program, make an appointment, connect. I can help you decipher, get through all that. We offer career assessments you can take, free career assessments, career counseling. So make sure you connect early in your career here. I always think about your NICC time. You're just starting, but time goes fast, right? All of a sudden you're second semester, third semester, and all of a sudden you're going to be graduating too, right? So, and Joni, our advisor, had mentioned, we work with whether you're entering the workforce or transferring, so that's certainly true. I work a little more on the with the job search side of entering the workforce, and then Joni supports the transfer along with our trio and our other offices. So it's kind of like a village helping y'all. So, and then I put a note about if you're interested in doing a job shadow or informational interview, we can help with that. So if you want to learn more about different careers, I can usually find people pretty fast. I know the Dubuque community. I know the area to find employers to get you connected with. And also, if you're doing an internship, a lot of programs require an internship. So if you're required to do an internship for your program, we help support your faculty with that. So, and even the preparation for that, right? How do I prepare? How do I interview? How do I do my resume? We do a lot with resumes, cover letters, job search strategies. So, and I've done resumes for many years. The scenes change a little bit, right, with AI and different ways to do resumes, but there's still some certain, best practice skills you need to have for a great resume leaving. I always say every student here should leave, if you're entering the work field, make sure you have a professional resume and ready to go, whether I critique or other people critique. So make sure your resume is ready. And I like to mention it's all about career skills for life, networking, job search strategies, resume. I mean, you're going to take these with you, and then you're going to rely on them later down the line, right, to do those job search and career skills. So, all right, and then the last point I had was just, career services is for all students, right? Whether you're welding or you're a nursing student, we help all students. I also work with quite a few alumni, so as you're thinking ahead a little bit, once you graduate, keep in touch, right? It's a month out, it's 6 months, it's a year. I work with quite a few alumni, and sometimes it's just, hey, Chris, can you take a look at my resume? I'm applying for a different job. I'm looking to advance in my field, so keep in touch as an alumni, especially those first few months as you graduate. And I didn't really have a fun fact other than I wanted to think of a cool quote or I found this one: your career is your story. Start writing the next chapter today. And I really like that one. I think it speaks to anybody, right? Anybody, wherever you're at in your career. So with that, I thought, well, that sounds like a good fortune, right? Good fortune. We're here for good fortune. So what I did is, I'm going to grab a couple for those over there. Okay. As I got some fortune cookies with a fortune on them, and then it also includes the Career Services email address. So that's a great way to make a quick connection. So if you just want to shoot a question to the Career Services email, we can help you with that. But then there's a career fortune on the fortune cookie. So take a couple, take one for a friend. There's plenty. And keep in touch with Career Services and you know, connect with us. Remember I said to connect early and just ask those questions. So, right.
And I heard up in Kelmer that those fortune cookies are like top notch. So he ordered high quality fortune cookies, so make sure you enjoy those. All right. Chloe's going to come over and ask a fun little trivia question about printing.
In the NICC library, we have our printer, and we get money on there. So the trivia question is how much we get on there. We have A20, B10, C5, or D15.
And the money is loaded onto your NICC student ID card. So that is where you can use, another reason to get your ID today, if you haven't done so, is so that you can print, right? So how much money is on there? This gentleman over here, Chloe.
Go ahead. 15. Great guess, but not what I'm looking for. It is 10.
It is 10.
Congratulations.
All right, she won a hat. Let's give it to that first guy. Is that okay with you? So that, you know, you're nice. You're going to share. So perfect.
Side note that if you are a TRIO student, you do get your printing free. So as a TRIO student, I would implore you guys to check out if you guys qualify.
Yep, and that money does not roll over. So every semester you get $10 loaded onto that student ID card. I got that correct, Victor? Yeah, and it's 10 cents a copy for black and white. So the library's a good spot. There are some, yeah, you can add more money to it. Yep, you can add more if you need to print some more things. So good to know that you have some money loaded onto that card when classes start next week. All right, we're going to have Katie share a little bit about the Cougar store. Some of you have probably been up there looking around, and she's going to share a little bit about how you can utilize the Cougar store. How are the fortune cookies? Good? I can hear everybody opening them, right? They're good, aren't they?
Hi, as she said, I'm Katie Branham. I'm located in the Cougar store. I'm right across from the library. If any of you are going into automotive or diesel, you'll come talk to me to buy your tools. If you need help ordering your textbooks, you'll come talk to me. And if you want to get your tuition paid, you'll come talk to me. Basically, if you want to get rid of some money, you come talk to me. We also have new lines of Spirit clothing coming out regularly. I handle that. My coworkers help bring out new releases regularly. For you nurses, I have your lab coats, your goggles, calculators. You art students, I have your supplies as well. Again, I love money. I'll take it from you all day. If you want to get your textbooks purchased, like I said, it is done all online, but I can walk you through it. And like the financial aid said, I can help you with that process of getting it done correctly so you're not, you know, mysteriously charged later. One last thing is everybody else has all this cool free stuff on their tables outside. The stuff on my table is not free. Please do not run away with it. I need that.
Thank you, Katie. All right, the next slide I'm going to talk about, if I can get it to flip over, there we go, the Cougar Cafe. How many of you maybe walked through the cafe today on your way down here? Or maybe you came for a campus visit and you were in that area where a cafe is? It is a great place to grab either breakfast or lunch or just a snack in between classes. And you'll see that today, and our student life ambassadors will be happy to show you where that is as well. It's in the lower level of the atrium across from the student life office as well. So the great news is that they have an app. So if you have a really tight schedule or you have to get out of here to go to work or wherever, you can go ahead and download the Toast app. And it looks like this in the App Store. It says local on it there, but that is the Toast app. And then you can just quick place your order and then say what time you want to pick it up, and they'll have it ready to go when you swing by to grab your order. So a nice little feature that we have here at the cafe for you to take advantage of. But they have made-to-order breakfast and lunch. They have grilled sandwiches, sides, salads, and then homemade pizzas as well. So don't miss out on that. And you can also use your financial aid money up in the Cougar store. Katie can help you with that. You can load, if you happen to have any extra money left or just want to put some money on a gift card, you can go ahead and load that in the Cougar store and then just be able to swipe that and not have to continue to charge in a credit card or pay with cash, and just load some money so you kind of have that in your wallet as an easy grab and go to quick scan that when you make your purchase. So great food, great ladies in there that run that along with Brian, so make sure you check that out today, and they'll be waiting for you on Monday when you come, or Tuesday, okay? So check that out. Next, I'm going to have Nick come over and talk about Cougar athletics. I already mentioned we have Chase the Cougar, so good job. Faith got that one right. Chase is our Cougar, and we've added some more sports for the fall. So I'm going to have Nick share a little bit about athletics here at the college.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Nick Weinmeister. I'm the athletic director here at NICC. Want to highlight a couple people that are right outside the door here that you'll find at the table. A couple that are in my staff, and that's Connor Klosterman. He's our head baseball coach, but also our athletic coordinator. So he's out at the table, as well as our sports information director and athletic marketing person, who is Luke Myers. So feel free. They'll be able to answer any questions that you have about Cougar athletics. We're excited that you're all here, excited to add you to the Cougar family. Where we are located is up in student services, so you can find all of our offices up there. Any questions that you have, maybe it might just be to check out when the next game is or when the next event is. We do have a couple that are going on right now. So 2 sports that we already have that we offer is esports and also sports shooting. So both of those are offered at both campuses, both Calmer and here in Peosta. We're really excited about both. As a matter of fact, we just had an esports student athlete win a national championship this last semester, so excited about that. And then our sports shooting, we actually did have a female sports shooting shooter that was, she was in a shoot-off for the #1 spot in the conference, ended up getting second, but yeah, so she was in that running for also a potential conference championship. Some of the new things that we are now going to be offering starting the fall of 2025. So we have baseball, softball, cross country, and dance. So that's men's and women's cross country. So we have both that we're going to offer. Cross country will be offered on both campuses, just as esports and sports shooting are. Baseball and softball will be strictly here in Peosta and will be played over at Farley Park in Farley. And there is athletic scholarship money available, so if, whether that be you that is sitting here thinking you may be interested in competing for one of those teams, or whether that may be somebody that you know. It could be somebody that you went to school with, a relative, a friend that you think might have interest in competing in any of those sports for us here in the near future. Feel free to grab our card, and there's an informational packet out there that you can get our contact information and get us in touch with that person. We do have housing on campus here. It's right across the parking lot from the main campus building. I'm sure you all passed by College Suites as you came to campus today. That's where a majority of our student athletes will be housed. And then the other big thing that I want to mention is that if you're familiar with the gas utilities building, it's currently being renovated into our new athletic space. So there will be a weight room in there that is actually open to everybody, not just student athletes. So feel free to take advantage of that during your time here. But aside from that, we also will have a training and development area that's going to be in there, as well as we've got a couple different things, offices. There's a classroom that will be able to be used for a number of different things, whether that be team meetings and other areas. But feel free. You may not be an athlete or looking to compete athletically at the college level, but the biggest thing about being a part of the Cougar family is that we hope that you at least come out and support the sports teams and the student athletes that are going to be competing. So feel free to ask any questions out at the table, and you shouldn't miss us. We have the big neon sign that's out there, so feel free to come and ask questions or just take a free sticker, but look forward to seeing you all at the events that we have coming up.
Thank you, Nick. And Nick mentioned College Suites right across the parking lot. Jim Blaine is here today as well. He has a table outside in the lobby, so if you want to ask any questions or learn a little bit more about the housing that's just across the parking lot, he'd be happy to visit with you, and also is available to show you College Suites if you're still looking for housing. Maybe even not this semester, but maybe next year as well. It's filling up quickly, so keep that in mind as an opportunity for housing that you might need down the road or now, right? So like I said earlier today, my name is Kara. I'm going to talk a little bit about student life. So I think I have the best job. I don't know. We might have to arm wrestle for it. But I don't assign homework. I don't make you pay any bills. I get to have fun with you. So student life, our job is to really engage students outside of the classroom and get you excited and be part of the college community. So with that being said, a lot of our events are free or little to no cost. So I hope to see you at those events and take advantage of those college fees at work. So when we kick off the classes next week, you'll see on Tuesday we have free donuts and free mugs that we'll be handing out. So you come get some hot chocolate and coffee. The following week, we're doing some things for MLK Day that week. We have a speaker coming at the end of January. February, we're going to go to Sundown and do a NIC ski night. So these are all things that are usually free or just at a very low cost to you. So don't miss out. These are your student fees at work. Also, a couple things I want to highlight for you is that how many of you, show of hands, have been over to the Peosta Community Center? Anybody been to the Peosta Community Center? A couple people? Literally, it is just like a block or two right behind us. So right behind us, we have the Peosta Elementary School, and then right next to that is the Peosta Community Center. So your student fees are at work there, and you can work out there for free. So what you need to do today, some of you may already got your ID, but you may not have that spring sticker. So when you go upstairs to get your ID, make sure you get that spring sticker, or just get the sticker on your ID if you're missing that. That spring sticker allows you to work out at the Peosta Community Center. So the first time that you go over there, you're just going to go around the back. You're going to park in the lower lot. I can talk loud. You're going to park in the lower lot, enter through, you're going to show them your student ID, and then they will put you in the system, and then every time you go to work out, you will just go ahead and scan that card, and that allows you to work out. So if you're a summer student, you'll need to get the summer sticker. Hopefully you'll all be back next fall, and you'll need to get that fall sticker as well, okay? So get that ID today, and then you can begin working out at the rec center on Monday when classes start. If you have any questions about that, just stop by my office. I'd be happy to visit with you. A couple other things I want to mention. Ezra mentioned the My Campus app. That is going to be a great platform for you to have a pulse on what's happening outside of the classroom. So we will make sure you know when that app goes live, and we will make sure that you get that downloaded so that you can know what's going on at any given time. Okay, so more to come on that, but there's widgets there, all sorts of cool stuff. You guys are going to love it, and we're really excited about that. The last thing I want to mention is that every year we take a group of students on a spring break service trip. So this will be year 15 that we've taken students to a different U.S. city to volunteer over spring break. This year we're going to be going to Asheville, North Carolina, and it's going to be an awesome trip. So on the student life table, we have some applications, and also Chloe and Grace over here went on last year's trip to Nashville. So feel free to ask them about the trip, how it was, what they did. They'd be happy to share about it because it's a great experience. So we will be going from March 8th to March 15th, and we work hard, but we also have a lot of fun. And so if that's something you're interested in learning about, feel free to stop by our table, and we'll make sure to give you the application and answer any questions you have. Those applications are due January 16th, okay? So I'm going to end with a fun little video that kind of encompasses what student life is and how you can get involved outside of the classroom. We're going to go ahead and get you guys moving. So thank you. I hope you've really enjoyed all the information. So don't get out of your seat yet, though, because I am going to dismiss you by program, so I know you're excited. So a reminder, next on the agenda, we will be doing our breakout sessions with faculty. They will then bring you back down here to the conference center where you'll have the opportunity to work on this checklist, okay? So you will be able to visit all the different people that spoke today at their tables, or we'll help you find their offices if they're not at the table, but you would still like to continue and have a discussion with them. And also our student life ambassadors will be able to help you find all those classrooms and maybe offices that you're looking for. So at this point, Shannon is going to dismiss you by program. Your program is listed on your name tag. Also, if you are a parent or a support person, we ask that you go ahead and stay here because we do have a breakout session that is designated just for those people that are parent and support staff or people. Okay, so I'm going to turn over to Shannon.
Okay, so we're going to start off with one of the slightly larger groups here. So nursing practical. If you are nursing, I want you to stand up. Over at the doorway is Lisa, and she's going to take you into a classroom and have a nice chat with you. We'll give them a second. Get the big groups out. Okay. All right, so next we're going to go with the AA and transfer students. So if you're AA, elementary education transfer, English transfer, psychology